We are live, man. Good morning, everybody. Can I get a sound check? 1, 2, 3, 4. All the alarms are going off. It's show time. Let me get off my mic. I believe I'm probably too hot on the mic. We'll get some people up in here as we roll. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I don't like to do all this myself because I feel it takes away from the show. But we are just getting everything together, and I'm allowed to do a little bit of live feeds at the moment. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Okay, there it is. Okay, good. We got a feed. How's the volume? Are we good there? Let's check it. Good morning, everyone. I like it. I like it. I like it. Please like and share. Remember to like and share into your groups. And Eddie Haynes, happy birthday. Eddie Hayes. Speaking of birthdays, I want to say thank you to all you guys that wished me a happy birthday yesterday. And thank you for wishing the driver's side a happy birthday. Remember, we are sponsored by Trucker Tools. Please download the app. Check it out. They got so many tools for truck drivers, like the Book It Now, truck washes, fuel optimizer. They got so much within that app. So please be sure to check it out. Trucker Tools. All right. So I'm just kind of, in here this morning going over some things, and everybody's going to be buzzing and contacting me because I sent out messages that I'm going live. And, well, I'm live. And did anybody hear about Guy Fieri? The reason why I'm bringing this up is because I actually do have a nonprofit, but I wanted to talk about this a little bit this morning, and I'm just freestyling this morning. This is the new format of the driver's side. And we're going to get into that this morning, to where I'm going to let you know how you can actually be on the driver's side show, and either audio or video, either one. The wife is literally right on the other side over here. She's going at it this morning. She's at that computer again. We bought a new gaming computer that's meant just for streaming, which is going to benefit you guys. And that's why I've done it. I got to stop looking at myself over here and pay attention to the camera here so I can look at you guys. See, this production, it's a process, and there's a format to it, believe it or not. These people that pick up phones and think they have a show. Well, that's what I thought at one time. But Guy Fieri has decided to get his listen.
TV host and celebrity chef Guy Fieri is teaming up with Freightliner trucks to support first responders in disaster relief efforts around America. Freightliner Trucks is helping Fieri to deploy a new state-of-the-art mobile kitchen to be used to serve first responders, providing relief to those in disaster-stricken areas. And they're going to do this with a new customized sports chassis Freightliner M2 112 tractor powered by a 470 horsepower Detroit ED13 engine. Fieri's fully equipped 48-foot mobile kitchen includes multiple cook surfaces, ovens, deep fryer, smoker, ice machine, and a 30-quart mixer, and a 12-kilowatt generator. Take a look as he describes it.
So here's the deal. When you've got a first responder rescue trailer that's over 48 feet long, over 30,000 pounds, and you got to go coast to coast at the drop of a hat, you need to get yourself, well, let's say 470 horsepower, 1,625 foot-pounds of torque. I got my CDL.
It's actually a sidekick.
So I know how to drive it, and I'll tell you something, man. With the trailer, without the trailer, it's a blast.
All right.
I'm Guy Fieri with Knuckle Sandwich, and we roll with Freightliner.
Okay, Guy. I'm glad you're over Freightliner. The reason why I played that clip and for the audio for you guys this morning is because trucks with room to spare. The trucking industry is doing this. The trucking industry has people out there that bring things into natural disaster areas, and they actually work with actual truck drivers. That it's called trucks with room to spare. So if you have room to spare in your truck, and there's a natural disaster relief area that needs goods, they get a hold of you, you get a hold of them, and you're going through there, and you're able to bring in goods. That's why I kind of touched on this one this morning. But Trucks with Room to Spare, they're a great nonprofit, and they'll be at Matt's, and I will be talking with them. I think they're hosting a dinner or a breakfast or a brunch. I got the information. I saw the information this morning. It's in the driver's side group, so be sure to head over to the group, check out the Trucks with Room to Spare flyer. They are going to be at Matt's. We're all going to be at Matt's. Trucker Tools, me, Rob Hallahan, all of us are going to be up at Matt's, and it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a really good time. I don't know what else is going on in trucking. I can see here.
Connecticut Governor Ned Lamont has dropped his plans for highway tolls for trucks, citing frustration with legislative leaders delaying a vote on the issue. The Democratic-controlled General Assembly had planned to vote on the issue Thursday, but Lamont, also a Democrat, said the Senate informed him that it once again needed more time. Tolls on trucks had been projected to raise an estimated $200 million annually, and Lamont hoped to use the revenue to finance his roughly $19 billion 2030 transportation improvement plan. Republican minority leaders doubt tolls will be resurrected for a vote during the current legislative session, which ends in May, but don't rule out the issue returning next year.
The American
Tolls. Man. So much going on within trucking. I don't know where to go with that, with tolls and tolls out in the United States. That was Canada. And remember, I just woke up, so sorry, I'm looking pretty rough. And I just want to check out the new equipment. I'm not here to talk about tolls this morning, that's for sure. Tolls. Here's what I want to say about that and tolls. I'm just going to go here with it. How about fixing the roads? All right, to where these drivers' trucks are getting beat up consistently out on these roads. Even the tolls. Please. Chi-Town, Chicago. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. The best toll I found, I believe, is 44, Oklahoma. That's a great toll. I love that toll road. But anyway, so this is our new format. We are sponsored by Trucker Tools, and I'm going to be able to bring drivers on. So, I see there's people over here in the comments. I'm just getting to learn this. Good morning, John Herdrich, Betty Taylor, Anton, Poppy, Terry Benz, Justin Vader, all you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. It's not a big audience, and I'm not looking for a big audience. I'm just looking here, getting used to the new format. So this is what the podcast is going to be launched off of. Babe, what's it called? This platform I'm on. StreamYard. Yeah. StreamYard. Yeah, I'm over there bothering her. When she's in the zone, you can't bother her. She's over there actually working for you guys. But we've decided to go with StreamYard. And the reason why I decided to go with StreamYard because it's very easy, user friendly. Again, though, I'll probably run it like this, like morning shows and stuff like that. But for the podcast, the wife or somebody else will be running it. We'll have a tech, and it will be through the bigger computer to where you have live editing, stuff like that, and just so much more quality. And it brings a professionalism to the platform like no other. I watch other people do it. I watch other people do it with these platforms that are out on Facebook, and they have the lower thirds, which this is a lower third. They have the this here, because remember, everything's the opposite side. So Kobe's going to be on my left, not my right. Truckers Tools is going to be on my left, not my right. Stack of Discs is going to be up here. My point being is, if I don't get used to this and I run it myself, it takes away the quality of the show. I'm not here to play on a phone. I'm not here to play on a computer. I'm here to help bring a source within trucking that's real. There's a lot of good sources out there, though. I'm not trying to knock those, like 10-4 magazine. I love them. I love the last article I read on them, and I love what they're putting out into the industry. And that's why I'm really here, is to make sure that I, as a former driver, because technically I'm not in the seat, want to look out for the driver, because I know I always felt like I wasn't looked out for in that seat. And I get with a few drivers, and we'd have, great conversations about what really needs to be done, or what can be done, or what should be done, or what's going to work, what's not going to work. And it just goes nowhere. And that's what I'm tired of doing, is talking about it. I want to be about it. I want to have a career within trucking that's good for drivers. And I want to give back to the industry. And I want other drivers that want to give back to the industry have the opportunity to give back to the industry. I will not stop at broadcasting. I will be successful at this. I will. I will go through any length to be successful at this for drivers. And this is my first love. Driving is my first love since I was a kid, since my dad taught me about what drivers meant to us. And my dad never put it as his men or his drivers. The way my dad put the importance of a driver was like this. It's just like the military, son. A general or a sergeant is only as good as the soldiers make him look. And that's the way he would refer to his drivers. Is, son, I'm only as good as my drivers make me look. And he was always about not the average guy, the professional within their job, whatever job it was, because they got the job done and they got it done right. And look at that hair, right? I woke up and I want to go live. What I mean by that is the trucking industry for years have had people come and go, and people still here that say they want to make the industry better. I want to help drivers. I want to make it. Well, actually, how are you doing that? People that put out videos and say that and stuff like that, I watch and I make sure that I go back to my career in broadcasting and I study that and say, okay, what was wrong there? Or was there something wrong there? Is he right? Is he wrong? What I'm finding is everybody's I. Like me, I need to get better. I need to do this, but it's for you. You know, I obtained sponsorship from Trucker Tools, which is a great app. And their reviews say it. Drivers, I go to the driver first before I make a decision. Because if I attach to somebody and don't use it, well, what's the point there? I'm here to go out, talk to drivers, find out what they're using, find out what's working for them. I know that SPB Trucking is using Trucker Tools. I'm sponsored by them. I will be interviewing Gary Jones from SPB to find out how it's working for him. Straight directly from the driver. Being this is an app for drivers, so therefore I'm going to go to the driver and find out how it's working for them. And for me to have a career, I have to choose the right people to work with to be successful. Right. This side is completely different from that seat, but it isn't. There's a lot of similarities. You know, there's a lot of platforms out there, and there's a lot of similarities within those platforms, but there's not a platform out there like this. I know that. I just don't know that. I'm being told that. Remember, I got to be careful with the eyes. Point being is the trucking industry has been in dire needs of a platform that's actually for the driver, with the only motive is to hear from the driver. It's not my idea. I didn't come up with it. I'm just pursuing it and bringing it to life. We've all had great ideas within this industry. We've all say we want to help drivers. The only way we actually help drivers is actually help them, which means good content, motive for the driver, and a source that actually gives true, real information. What I mean about that is there's so many drivers out here, and here, let's say it like this. How often do you hear the term fake news today? How many platforms are out there between YouTube, Fox, CNN, all these platforms that create and give an opportunity for somebody to create content, whether it's true or not? Well, that's what we have in the truck industry now. We have drivers that say that their content is better, that their platform is better, that this is better, and that's better. But it's just one person saying it. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to bring multiple people, multiple drivers to the platform to talk about what's going on within your industry and to get it straight from the driver. So therefore, it's not fake. It's not script. It's a show that puts out information from drivers, companies, carriers, brokers, schools, all that people that have actually been through it are doing it, being successful at it, failed at it, all of it. For instance, if you want to help drivers, especially, how about this one? The ones that go through the schools, the big megas. If you haven't gone through a big mega, you really don't know. You only go by what one person told you or what they said. I've been through Omega with a ton of people. CR England, to be to be honest. And I'm a second gen driver. Yeah, made bad choices in my life and didn't get my CDL with my dad. Point being is, people want to say is they understand the industry and they do this, but they don't know what that person's going through, technically. And a lot of them are ashamed to say the position that they're in and that they've been put in, or to realize actually what they're in and what they're going through. It's kind of like with CBD right now. Everybody's selling CBD and everybody wants to sell you something. Same thing with the schools. You got to pick the right one. Don't buy gas station CBD. It's that simple. That simple. Make sure you do your research on your schools and on anything you ever even buy. Because I can apply anything into the real world, into the trucking industry, like with the lease program. Well, that's just like Avon, in a sense. I'm careful because I know people out there that do some of this stuff. And some of them are doing it. And they're actually being successful at it. And they're really good. And they're putting their heart and soul into it. And the thing is in the end, it's not the product that sells. It's the person that sells that product and how they back it and how that product stands on itself, by itself, on top of the person with it. Oh boy, I feel like I've gone down the wrong road. Plan on going this way. Point is we are creating, me, my wife, all you drivers, John Herdridge, Rob Hallahan, Brandon McDaniel, all of you guys on here, from Poppy to John to Betty to Anton to Jonathan, all of you. And that's why when I do all this and I get your information, I hear you guys and I see your comments and I see your engagements, we come back, we study it, and then we bring out more. But I'm not going to stop. Right, I'm live again. I had a great weekend. It was my birthday weekend, Driver Side's birthday weekend, and thank you everybody for all of it. The number one reason why I went live this morning is to tell you about this platform and what we're doing with StreamYard. Is it just StreamYard? Yeah, it's called StreamYard, and we tried to pick. I keep saying I got to stop that. We picked the best platform that's user friendly for you guys. So how it's going to work is like John, Rob, I'll get a hold of all them prior to the show. You'll see show getting ready to begin. I will patch them all in. And then people that want to, and then when we go live, they'll all be there, either video or audio, whichever. They'll have their names up. And then we'll have another line for callers. And if you want to call in, we'll send you the link. You just patch right in. You don't have to be on video. You can be audio only. But everybody will have the opportunity to come on. We just have to get it dialed in right. So when we do launch, it's put together correct and you actually don't have to go through a lot of trouble, because I know there's people doing it and I'm watching the trouble other people are having, and I don't want them troubles. So, but again, I just went live to play with my toys. Thank you to my wife. Thank you to you drivers. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to Trucker Tools for making this all possible. Without you guys, I'm nothing. Without the truckers of this great country, none of us are anything. Remember, folks, if trucking stops, we die. You are the heartbeat of America. You should be treated like the heartbeat of America. And always keep that shiny side up, rubber side down. And to make money in the trucking industry, you have to keep your left door closed. Have a good day, everybody.